meeting tonight, so
Mhm.
let's rock and roll since it's 7:05. All right, so I'll call the meeting to order. Before we get started, let's introduce everyone on this meeting. I'm Sandy Brock. When I call your name, please confirm you can hear me by verifying that you are present. We'll start with the commissioners. Amira,
I'm here, present.
Noah,
I am present.
and as you've already heard, Travis and Jonathan are not online. Staff, Leah,
I'm here.
Jan.
Present.
Fabulous. Do we have any? Oh, let me just finish this. This open meeting of the Conservation Commission is being conducted remotely via Zoom pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order, as most recently extended on March 29th, 2023. Access information for the public has been provided on the town website. This meeting is being recorded. Please remember to mute your phone or computer when you are not speaking. This is done on a phone by pressing *6. As chair, I will introduce each of the speaker on the agenda. Please note that you will not have sharing privileges, but staff can display any visuals per your cue. During periods of public comment, participants must use the raise hand icon in the Zoom menu bar to indicate they would like to speak. This is done on the phone by pressing *9 and then *6 to unmute when you are called on. Participants who raise their hands will be recognized one at a time and will be promoted to speak. Finally, each vote taken will be conducted by a roll call vote. As a reminder, the Commission is concerned with state and town wetlands and stormwater regulations. Concerns outside this purview need to be addressed by the appropriate boards. For example, road conditions must be addressed by the select board and traffic concerns must be addressed by the planning board. Okay, do we have any? We just have the continuance, right?
Correct.
And I can do that at any time, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's take care of that. All righty. So pursuant to the Massachusetts Wetlands Protection Act and the Grafton Wetlands Protection Bylaw, the Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing to act upon notice of intent and application for Grafton Wetlands Bylaw permit for the widening of a driveway at 162 Old Upton Road. The applicant has requested continuance to 10/7, so they're going to October 7th. So based on this, so I'd like to have a motion to continue this hearing to October 7th.
I move to continue this hearing to October 2nd, 7th.
7th, correct? Do I have a second?
I will second that motion.
Noah, thank you. So it's been, there's been a motion. And second, we will do a roll call vote. Amira,
Yes.
Noah.
Yes.
I am also a yes. The motion carries, and the public hearing for 162 Old Upton Road has been continued until October 7th. Thank you. We got 1 minute, Leah, till 7:10.
Anyone have any trivia?
Have any trivia? Not off the top of my head. Although it was Black Cat Appreciation Day last week.
Nice.
Today was Dog Appreciation Day, I guess.
Okay.
All right. I only know this because it gets put on our, like our shared teams at work, and then everyone has to provide photos of their pets.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are both of your new ones black cats?
they're all black, kind of medium long hair.
Mm.
So their mother was short haired, but all black. And both of them have a little bit of tufts like a Maine Coon that is kind of a rust color. So she was outside her family when she was getting there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're cute, but they are all black. Yes.
Nice.
So look at that at 7:10. Okay. Going to public hearings. This is for 15 Keith Hill Road. Pursuant to the Massachusetts Wetlands Protection Act and the Grafton Wetlands Protection Bylaw, the Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing to act upon a notice of intent and application for Grafton Wetlands Bylaw permit for the repair of a septic system at 15 Keith Road. Who's here to speak to that?
That would be me. Good evening.
Sure. Just give your name and we can get going.
So my name's Nate Belts with Land Design Collaborative here on behalf of the applicant Patrick Haggerty. We submitted this NOI application for septic repair at 15 Keith Hill Road. This is mapped as Assessor's Map 92, Parcel 18. The property contains about 4.3 acres, zoned as residential R40. It is located at the intersection of Keith Hill and Old Upton Road. Just some background on the existing conditions. The existing site has a 2-bedroom, single-family house with associated driveway, attached garage, gravel patio in the southeast corner of the lot. And the rest of the lot contains lawn, open meadow areas, and wooded areas. There is an existing greenhouse in the open lawn area. BVW is located along the western property line. That bordering vegetated wetland was delineated by Northeast Ecological Survey, May 29, 2024. The house is currently served by a private well, and the lot is not located within the floodplain, priority habitat, or certified vernal pools. Soil testing was done for the septic system and witnessed by the Board of Health, and that was done on April 25th, 2025. The applicant is proposing a bed system within previously disturbed lawn area. The proposed grading over the system, instead of doing your typical, 3-to-1 and having that nice mound that everybody loves to see in people's yards, we kind of did a more gentle slope, for lawn maintenance purposes, not having steep slopes in the buffer zone and, maintenance and aesthetics. All the work is proposed outside of the 25-foot no disturb zone, which will be protected with properly installed erosion control barrier. And the existing system is proposed to be abandoned in place. Basically, just want to give that overview of the project. We have not received a DEP file number yet, so I don't think no votes will be taken tonight. I think we're going to continue that to the next meeting and hopefully have a DEP file number by then. But just want to give a brief overview of the project, see if anybody had any comments that we can address.
Sure. Sounds good. We'll go around with the commissioners. First of all, I'll start with Leah, if you have any kind of general comments from your review.
So this one's really straightforward. I don't have much. I just had one question for the commission, which is if you wanted to do anything at the no or for the no disturb, but maybe at the existing tree line there in terms of signs or a barrier or what your feelings were there.
Okay,
If Jan can zoom in a little
that would
bit.
be great.
The tree line is like some of it's beyond the 25 and then some of it kind of recedes back toward the wetland line. So I just wanted to get your feeling on that.
Okay. So I have just a couple quick questions. And so as far as the bordering vegetated wetlands, so you have the right of way, the road on the kind of, I think it's north is up, so the westerly side, and then you have kind of a finger of wetlands. Is that's what's going on? I'm just trying to figure. It just seems a strange place.
Correct. Yes, I think there's also like a culvert that runs underneath the
Okay,
driveway. So
that
that
makes sense.
yeah, kind of leads to that.
Okay. I was just wondering because it was typically it's usually not on the roadside. It's usually behind the house and so forth. So we do have standard um, special condition where you put in little 4x4 signs about not disturbing anything beyond the 25-foot no disturb zone. Typically, like in the area closest to the house, you actually have trees and so forth extending beyond the 25 feet. We typically ask if the owner will just put those signs along the tree line and then along this 25 foot, just until it gets past the proposed area of disturbance. So that's one thing we'll chat as a commission about. Other than that, you have a temporary storage area. It's a septic system. I'm guessing the existing system's in failure.
Correct. Yep. Existing
Okay.
system and failure. Whole reason triggering all this.
Yep. Okay. So I'll go around to the other commissioners to see if anyone else has any other questions. Amara, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay. And Noah, do you have any questions?
I do not.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, just to as a curiosity, what's your slope is? I understand you're not doing a 3-to-1 just to kind of smooth it out. Is it 5-to-1 or I can't quite
Uh,
tell.
we went with that 8-to-1 slope. Try and,
Okay.
yeah. Worst thing is riding your lawnmower on a 3-to-1 slope. So we try to,
Yeah.
really do a gradual
Okay.
slope.
And that's fine. I mean, it's it's all lawn area at the moment, so I don't have any kind of comments on that. At this point, before we start talking about conditions, I'll just open it up for anyone in the public. I don't know, Jan, if anyone's hanging out or has any questions on this one. And we'll kind of continue on. So as far as kind of conditions and special conditions, I think the only one that I'm looking at is just the standard one for uh, the basically signs along the no disturb zone, and if you could do it where it actually crosses the wooded area, if you want to just go along where the edge of the trees are, that's what I'm thinking. Um,
So do you mind if we drill down on that a little, just so I make sure I word it correctly?
Thank you. Go ahead.
So you can see the wetland flag numbers. Um, and so like I usually say, along the tree line adjacent to wetland flags, such and such. Are we following the tree line the whole way? Because like adjacent to
Yep.
1 through about 3,
5. Yeah.
from 1 through 3, the tree line is a little beyond the 25.
Yep.
And then between 3 to 4, it cuts in back towards the wetland itself, and then it follows the actual wetland line from 4 to 6.
Right.
So I'm just, what are we trying to follow? Are we following the tree line regardless? Or are
No,
we,
I would say once it intercepts the 25-foot no disturb, which is in between 3 and 4,
Mhm.
where it crosses the no disturb, then you would put those signs along the no disturbed.
Okay, with the expectation, just so it's clear for the owner that then
Correct.
that area be, let go native
Yeah. Right.
and
It just
natural.
Yeah, just for the applicants, it's just that we tend to have a lot of intrusion into the 25-foot no disturb, especially with grass clippings and other things. If we're suggesting and typically, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, Leah, our condition is usually gives the homeowners some options. I mean, you can put in the little um, signs and on stakes and so forth, or you could do a split rail fence, or you could do boulders, or you could do blah blah blah. It's to me, it's anything that creates a border or creates a barrier so that you can see it. Um,
So
so th- Go ahead.
just for a point of clarification, we have 2 separate conditions.
Okay,
One is for signs. If we want signs, period, then that's a condition on its own.
right.
Then if we feel like we need to block lawnmowers or whatever, we add the barrier condition and then we say you could affix the signs from the other condition to the barrier that you chose.
Okay,
But sometimes we ask for signs and we don't ask for a barrier. But usually if we're asking for a barrier, we're also putting signs on it.
okay. Um, just back to the applicant, I know that there is an existing structure out there, an old greenhouse. Is this? I'm just curious what the site is like as far as is it's not just all pristine lawn, or is it what is?
Yeah, from my experience being on site, um, it's mostly lawn area, kind of where the proposed grading's going. Um, the wetland seems to be undisturbed, basically everything beyond the tree line. A little bit of meadow upgrading of the tree line, and then kind of just maintain lawn area.
Okay. So, all right. So let me go around to the commission to see what their kind of opinions are about, and what Leah's talking about is I think putting the signs along the tree line is not a big deal. It's really that's the barrier itself. When it when the 25-foot no disturb crosses that tree line and goes along the bottom of the slope, the question is, should we be asking for a barrier so to protect that 25 feet so it becomes more naturalized? If it's a meadow, that's fine, type of thing. We're not asking to do plantings or anything. It's really just letting it naturalize. So, Amira, any kind of comments on that?
Um, I have a question, and I'm sorry if this was answered. Would the barrier have to be along like the entire, like would it just be in that area that we're concerned about?
Typically we look at the limit of work, and we want the barrier to kind of go beyond that, and then and basically, and that's what Leah's asking, because she wants to be able to put it clearly in the order to say you need to go to along the 25-foot to like wetland flag 6, where it begins to turn away, but you don't need to keep going beyond that. So,
Right. Yeah. I think that that condition makes sense to me. I'm in
okay,
agreement with that.
all right.
Yeah.
Noah, any questions or comments on that?
No, I don't have any questions this time.
Okay. So I'll go back to Leah. So do you have the fact that we're looking for signs along the tree line till it intercepts the 25-foot no disturb, and then switch it over to the barrier
Mhm.
condition along the bottom of the slope? Obviously, it was sloped in such a way that it's coming up to that barrier until it gets to like wetland flag 6, just so it's beginning to turn away, and then it can end there.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. So as far as anyone in the public, has anyone raised their hands, or do we have anyone in the public?
Nothing from the public.
All right, thanks. And then back to the applicant, we try to keep this somewhat loose on what barrier means. We have a bunch of different ones. W- we don't want to tell the homeowner what they should or shouldn't do. We just want to, create this barrier, then put the fence on that, whatever that barrier is, and so forth, and try to do it in a way that's not intrusive on what they're trying to do, but shows not only this homeowner, but future homeowners, hey, there's a 25-foot no disturb zone here, and that means you don't disturb it. So, do you have any questions on that?
No, no questions on that. I guess, well, one question for next meeting, should I have, plans updated, kind of depicting that barrier, or will that just be a condition?
So it will be a condition. If you can get
Okay.
plans in, then we don't have that separate. I mean, we still have a condition, although it'll just say as shown on the plans. You might want to just look at put it on the, make sure the spacing and everything meets the condition, and just reach out to Leah or Jan on what that specific wording is. We have a standard that we use. So it was also that visual barrier is kind of up to the homeowner. So that can be, and you can come back, and that might be the only thing. As long as we have a DEP number, you've already mentioned that. You've already mentioned that this needs to be continued. So that's pretty much it. I would have conversations with Leah and figure out if you even need to come next time after that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, this is fairly straightforward. No comments from the public. We just want to make sure that we have that condition done, and then we have DEP number. That's pretty much where we're at. Having no comments from the public and having no other questions from the commission, do I have anyone to make a motion to continue this hearing? All right, Leah, to when? 2 weeks?
The next meeting is September 9, so I think
September 9.
it's actually 3 weeks from today.
Okay. So can I have a motion to continue this hearing to September 9th?
I move to continue the hearing for, oh gosh, I don't have it in front of me.
Mine went to sleep, so I can't jump in.
15 Keith Hill Road.
Thank you.
15
I knew it was
Keith
Keith
Hill
Hill. I didn't know
Road.
the number.
Thank you. To September 9th.
Do I have a second?
I will second that motion.
We have a motion and second. We'll have to do a roll call vote. Amira,
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
I am also a yes. Therefore, the motion carries. And we may see you on September 9th. But again, please reach out to staff. They'll be able to help you with it just to make sure everything is set. if you need to come back, come back. If not, if that's your choice, you know, but we should be fairly close to that. So, all
Perfect. Thank you all.
right. Thank you. All right. Let me see. 7:25. I don't know. This is close. This is close to being able to get it done very quickly. Anything else?
That's all I have, but I do want to know if we would be adjourning sooner or later than Jan got to adjourn when I was camping.
So it was, that's what I'm saying. It's close. Now you'd have to, I did not write the time down. So Jan, what was it? It was under half an hour.
We were done in 18 minutes.
I was gonna say, I thought it was
Wow.
like 17 minutes or something. Yeah,
Okay.
18 is
It was
probably
under a
right.
half hour. Yep. So thank you. So no, Leah, you're still in second place.
Okay.
So, but other than that, that just means we have one motion at this point.
Before
Okay.
we end, I just have one quick question.
Sure.
I wanted to know how the Weed Warriors, I think that's what it was called, class that Jan took was. I think it's called Weed Warrior. Am I wrong though?
Nope, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting the training day set up for probably end of September at this point. So that'll be like the first class, and then we can sort of keep going from there.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear about it. Okay, that was it.
No problem. Good question. And just as a reminder, I'll get the dates and stuff, but the fall conference is coming up for MACC. I'll be a little ways out. So, other than that, we've got one thing left.
I can't remember what I'm
Just
supposed to say.
don't worry about it. It's just you
Okay.
can make a motion to close the hearing.
All right. I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing.
All right. Do I have a second?
I will second that motion.
A motion and a second. Roll call vote. Noah,
Yes.
Amara,
Thank you. Yes.
and I am also a yes. It'd probably be when you don't have to, when you don't do it and you're just listening, it's almost like we should have a cheat sheet to say.
Yeah. I'm like, what do I say again? How do we end this?
And it takes a while and stuff. So, which is like sometimes when I ask Leah about what the conditions are and stuff, I'm hoping someone can say as as moved, or just to kind of like, you don't have to repeat 10 things if it's a big long list. And if Leah goes through them, you can just say as discussed. So there's some tricks there, and probably be good for everyone to kind of have a little cheat sheet and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
other than that,
I can work on one on our next meeting. I'll work on
there
a
you go.
cheat sheet.
Okay. Yeah.
Would appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's just,
I got you.
it's just kind of, and I can tell you, if you went to 5 other commissions, you'd probably have 5 other different little sayings and so forth. But it's all kind of the same as far as the public, public hearing and the due process and how you go through that. It's, you know, we do pretty good at following it. It's just, it is an open meeting, so there is, I mean, you guys have all taken your, ethics classes and what you're supposed to be doing and those type of things. And that's why sometimes Leah has to say, you didn't ask the public yet, because I keep on going and I forget. So we're here to help each other. So it just goes that way. So the hearing's closed. Thank you, everyone.